what he knows how to do, and it's working. And like, I'm getting close to coming, and I'm like, I'm trying to be all like, all hot, whatever, and like, I'm trying to say hot shit, and I'm like, yes, I love it, I love you. And it like leapt out of my face, and I like didn't mean, like, I barely fucking know where this guy lives, you know what I mean? I have to look it up every time. Like, I don't love you, but like, it was leaping out of my face before I could stop it, and I was like trying to catch it, and I was like, I love your cock inside me. And I straight up did like this shit, like, He's like, alright. Amazing. I do have to say, like, I love dating older guys because it's a lot less bullshit. Like, I don't know if there are any other, like, bigger women here, but, like, my guy is fucking, like, I'm 6 feet tall. This guy is 5'5", max, right? Always comes up to about here because he's got the fucking Napoleon complex, and he's got to pull the biggest bitch in the room. Like, he walks in, he's like, ahoy, like, grab it, right? And so, like, which is fine if he's got, like, some of that charisma and bravado, because, like, 3 gin and tonics is all the fucking same, right? But, like, I always get this guy who wants to, like, kiss my ass because it's the closest he's ever going to get to a fucking vagina, and he's always like, oh, you're so beautiful, like, and he always looks the same. It's like balding, like turtleneck, like, like goatee, like he can't get any pussy, it's gonna grow on his face, like he's just like licking it, like, you're a goddess, and then he's gonna be into some weird shit like shaving me in a bathtub or something, and I just can't. Because this is San Francisco, you guys have a lot of fetishy fucking people out here who are into this stuff, right? Kink.com's around the fucking corner. I know about that shit. Guys, I know you see a lot of the movies and you get inspired, but like, ladies, how did we get to be like doing ridiculous shit, like bleaching our assholes and ripping off the fucking hair? Like, when did we get down to the little welcome mat thing down here? The little Hitler mustache of hair, like that's it? That's all we get now? Okay, I gotta just be honest with you ladies, because I've seen a lot of these fucking jokers. Any guy who like really wants you to shave your fucking pussy is the same guy who wants to fuck you in the ass anyway. No, it is the same guy. Why are we taking his fucking opinion on any of this shit? Do you know what I mean? Like, he's telling you how to decorate your opera house and he's too busy hanging out with the fucking circus all the time. Like, what does he know about class? Do you know what I mean? And then girls argue with me. They're like, I just like it better that way. It just feels more comfortable. No. Do you know what I mean? Maybe on day one when it's all smooth like a fucking chicken cutlet, but like 3 days later, you got these like angry, militant, black power, ingrown hairs coming in, just like, fight the power! And you're doing this shit, in the cubicle, and there's nothing more comfortable about that. Do you know what I mean? Like, ladies, the bush is there for a reason. It protects the secret garden, all right? So if there's no bush there, this is a regular old fucking playground. Do you know what I mean? Like a bunch of gum in the water fountain and skater kids tagging on your labia. Like, and that's not the way this guy wants to find it, all right? I'm just saying, for his own good, just lay down the law. And also, just because I gotta do a little PSA and wrap this shit up. Guys, if you do want to have anal sex with your girlfriend, can you maybe ask her first? Can you bring it up in a conversation? Because I don't know, ladies, you've been dating recently, and like, there used to be a time when a guy who wanted to have sex with you in the butt would ask you first, and he'd be like, oh, baby, I was just thinking maybe I can do it on the back door. So she could be like, oh, fuck, no, you can't. Do you know what I mean? And then you pull, you're like, oh, come on, baby, please, just try it. Just relax. Just relax. And then you manage to get the fucking tip in and we fly halfway across the goddamn room. Gotta take that silkwood shower of shame, just like scratching the filth off, like, oh, it's so sad. Right? But like, no, he doesn't even ask anymore. I don't know if you guys have been out recently, but like, guys do this shit where they pull this sneak attack shit on you. Oh wait, I hear some knowing laughter out there. This is happening more than just me, right? Well, it's like, like the guy waits until you're drunk and already doing it doggy style, right? And then he pulls this shit where he's like, you're already laughing, dude. You've done this shit. You fucker. Where he's all like, oops. Like he fucking tripped. He's like, oops, like 3 feet in the air. And he like just leaps up your asshole like a leprechaun, just oops. What do you mean? Oops. There's no oops oops in the world of things going up my ass, you know? Gravity doesn't accidentally make things fall up my asshole. Like, what the fuck is the confusion? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, there are two very distinct holes back there, my friend. All right, there's the one that you were just in, and it's all like pink and wet and open and ready, like, you know, and then there's the other one, and it's like, and that's the one, he just fucking slams his dick into, oops. Oh my God, so sorry. He'll say oops, right, but then he'll leave the shit sitting there just in case, right? He's like, oops. Like, right? Just feeling it out like you're gonna change your mind and shit, you know what I mean? That'd be like, if I was giving this dude head and his dick slipped in my nose, you know? Like, I'm not suddenly gonna be like, oh yeah, baby, yeah, that's what I really want, yeah. No, it doesn't fit there, it hurts like fucking hell, alright? Alright, you guys are really awesome. Do I have any more time or do I need to wrap up? Do I have like 1 minute? Wait, I just want to share with you guys, because if you come to see the show, it's at Bravo, it's on 24th and Mission, you guys should come. 3 shows, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I wanted to share this one story of this guy I hooked up with, because that's what I do, just talk about guys I fucked and just fuck more and write stories. So, anyway, he was a fireman, right, like FDNY, like all like calendar hot and all this other shit, right? And I get him home, and he's got like a huge memorial 9/11 tattoo on his chest, like fucking huge, ladies. It was like twin towers right here. Like you could see every fucking window in the tower and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it was timed out. You know, and there's like a fireman like kneeling over, like weeping like this, and like number of fallen firefighters down here. Like never forget, like all emblazoned up here. And it's like, dude, I lived in New York on 9/11. I'll never forget either. But like, could I forget for the next hour? Do you know, like, I'm sorry, but nothing dries a girl up like 9/11. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he's saying all this great stuff to me, and he's getting me turned on, and then boom, 9/11, and I'm like gonna weep in the corner, right? And then, so then, again, we get into it, everything's great because he's hot, he's a fireman. And then he's like, what's your fantasy? Tell me your fantasy, I wanna know your fantasy. You know, and guys get all like fantasy with the hand, like, let me know your fantasy, right? Like he's gonna be sexy. Ladies, guys don't want to know your fucking fantasies, okay? They want you to share your little bullshit rinky-dink fantasy with them so that they can then share with you their fucking huge 3-ring circus passion play of a fantasy they've been working on since they were 15, and there's like a midget in it and a chimp and fire and a clown and a script, and like Miramax has got to option the rights to this guy's fantasy. It's so fucking complicated, do you know what I mean? And so, like, he's waiting for you to say some old bullshit like, oh, you know, a bathtub and candles and rose petals. Like, meanwhile, your fantasy is him fucking you with a bigger dick than he's got, right? But you cannot say that, okay? Do not say that, because then he's gonna be in the corner doing this thing and crying and sex is off, right? So you gotta come up with some hot shit. So I didn't have a fantasy. I was fantasizing about getting to bed before 2, but clearly that's not gonna happen. So I gotta make some shit up. So I'm like, 2 guys. You know, like I just kind of say 2 guys, because guys always say 2 girls, and Interview with a Vampire was hot. Like, I don't know why I said 2 guys, I just said it, you know? And then he was like, oh really? And I was like, oh shit. And he's like, because I've always wanted to suck another guy's cock in front of a woman. And I was like, sure, you know what I mean? Because like we're naked and I'm not gonna be judgmental. It's not like the fucking guy's here, it's a fantasy, you know what I mean? I'm like, great, sounds awesome. And he was like, really, you like that? And I was like, yeah, sure, dude. Fuck all the guys, all the cocks, just suck them, suck them, suck them, suck them. Hoover them up across America, just blow right through, you know? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, because he's all fucking hot now. And I'm like, you know, like he's like ready to go. And like he gets to fucking me. It's great. It's epic because he's thinking about the fucking cocks thing. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, beautiful, right? But then I'm close and he can tell. And that's when he gets all in my ear. And he's like, and this is when the guy comes in. And I start sucking his cock. And he's like, he's from New York, so it's like C-A-K. It's like, his cock, I'm sucking his cock. It's like, the That's just a little PSA, people. If you're saying shit, you're not doing shit. You know what I mean? Like, we're already having sex. Don't say things. Bad things occur. All right, I got to get the fuck out of here. Thank you guys for being so awesome.